Steve, today's job market is very, very competitive. How important is it for me to spend time on the presentation and content of my CV?
I can't stress enough how important this is, Jeremy. We see hundreds of CVs every single day, so putting proper thought and preparation into it is simply going to help you stand out from the crowd.
Okay, so in order to stand out from the crowd, what should I really do to achieve that in terms of the real essentials of putting together the CV?
Sure. Well, I think it needs to be concise, probably no more than 2 pages long, and it really does need to deal with the absolute basics that you would expect to see.
Okay, so give me some idea of what those basics are.
Right. It needs to be prepared on good quality paper for a start. It needs to be in a typeface that's easily readable, Times New Roman or Arial, for instance. You need to proofread the document thoroughly so that there aren't any mistakes on it.
And in terms of putting the information in paragraphs or bullet points, what's your view as an expert on that?
Well, I think if you put the information in bullet points, it creates a stronger impression and it's more easily readable.
Okay, now let's move on now to what information should definitely be in the CV.
Sure. Well, we start off with contact details, which of course are important. We then perhaps put a short paragraph, maybe 2, based on personal qualities that are pertinent to the position that you're applying for. And after that, maybe a summary of your education and sales-related training that you've been through.
Okay, and the critical part of my employment history, how should I deal with that?
Well, I think it's very important that you ensure that you're listing your employer's name, your dates of employment and your job title, and that you start with your most recent position. But beyond that, I would suggest that responsibilities and achievements are dealt with possibly in as many as just 4 bullet points each.
And by achievements you mean my sales achievements specifically?
Yes, your sales successes,
okay.
Things that will demonstrate that you've been successful in your past sales positions.
Okay, and what about information that you don't think really should be in the CV?
Right, well, I don't think that using photographs is necessarily required at this stage. I think too much information about your personal life is not relevant just yet. And I think that reference information can wait until further down the line.
So things like hobbies and personal interests, what's your view on putting those in?
Well, I think a basic statement of interests is important. I'm sure the employer wants to know that you've got a life outside work, but I think detailed descriptions about how you spend your time away from work really aren't suitable for a CV.
Okay, now, and on Target Recruitment, perhaps on the website, is there a CV template that could help me put my CV together?
Yes, I think that's very important. You can use the template that's on the website. You can talk to your on-target consultant at any stage as well. Remember, the interview is going to be around the CV, and the CV is used to get the interview in the first place, so it's really important.